I think there's a couple things that go into that. And so, I think that as a currency like asset, as a platform or a medium of exchange, greater economic activity does imply a greater demand for currency just across the board. And, so and in that way that uh, there should be some linkage, just on the economic cycle. And beyond that, traditional and crypto markets are also strongly linked by technological innovation. These are things that are changing. They're opening up new sources of value and unlocking that value, and there's a growth proposition. So, in some ways, that you should expect to see a positive covariance, a very high beta, and and I think there is certainly a relationship to the wider economy. As there's more demand, there will be more demand for cryptos, and the more that cryptos will be used as a medium exchange, the higher price will be. Uh, but beyond that, I think people are still also struggling to understand the market. It's really hard for an outsider to differentiate, for example, even between coins and tokens, and there's a lot of jargon used within the industry. There's a very high barrier to entry, where to look at a coin, you might even need to download a full node wallet. It might need to synchronize. Buying crypto is not easy for a lot of people, where you might have to use some fiat gateway to get some Bitcoin, transfer it to exchange. You have to manage your own keys. So I think there's a lot of difference, so that a lot of people aren't really looking strongly at individual cryptos to an extent. So I think that's one thing is people fail to differentiate between different tokens, and part of that is just due to the nature of the kind of high barrier to entry into the network. Uh, and I think it's also a marketing opportunity, that this is something that we need to do better to communicate how we're different as a product, and kind of what our own vision is, and the strengths of the platform. So that's something that we're looking at internally. I'm working quite closely with our media team to kind of understand and how to get that message out. So it's something, but also to kind of jump on that, I think there's something algorithmic in nature about this as well. When any coin moves, there are enough players that just adjust everything in line so that markets stay correlated. And we see that across markets and also across coins, is that things very much stay in line. So there are algorithmic trading that is making that happen. It's happening at too quick a scale to just be individuals doing it. So there are clearly large algorithmic traders that are kind of keeping these things in line. And the
I
way I would
see.
explain it is there's more of a view of cryptos as an asset class. Are you bullish about the asset class? And then it just kind of, you're just long all the coins, or at least a subset of coins. You might see altcoins versus stable coins, maybe versus some of the newer DeFi or yield farming. But the correlation there, it is very, very strong.